Dear St. Andrews students, we hope you are staying home and staying safe. For the meantime, till the schools are not allowed to open, we will study through videos. I am your science teacher and my name is Monica Singh. Let's take out a pen and a paper and start making points. Because in the end of this video, I will ask some questions and I will give you a small assignment. Let's start. Our topic is crop production and management. As you can see the name, crop production means like how the crops are produced, what are the different steps we follow and has to be followed, and how it has to be managed. So, why do we study this chapter? I tell you. Think. Still our country is known as agriculture based country. Am I right? As you all know, around 70% of population is still directly or indirectly linked with agriculture. Right or not? So, we should know how. What are the different steps we use in agriculture? And how the crops, the food we eat, the grains we have at home reaches with us. Yes? So start. Actually, we all eat food. Why do we eat food? We all know why do we eat food. Yes? To get energy. Second one is for growth. To make new body cells. To fight infection and to protect us from disease. Write down these points. To give us energy, for growth, to make new body cells, to fight infection and to protect us from disease. And one more thing, for the proper functioning of body. So let's understand some basic terminologies and some basic terms which we use in agriculture. Here, the first is agriculture. Usually when we think agriculture, we would think about growing plants. But it also involves nurturing animals for many purposes of food and many products we get from animals and plants. So, write down the definition of agriculture. Growing plants and receiving animals for food, clothing, and other useful products is called agriculture. I repeat, growing plants and receiving animals for food, clothing, and other useful products is called agriculture. Look at the next term. Next term is crops. Let's understand what are the crops usually are. Basically, crops means when a field with same kind of plants grown. Exactly, when a large number of plants are grown at the same place for food, it is called crops. Yes, for example, a large number of wheat plants grown in a field make up a crop of wheat. So, write down the definition of crops. Plants of same kind grown on a large scale for food, clothing, etc. are called crops. I repeat, plants of same kind grown on a large scale for food, clothing, etc. are called crops. Here, these are your types of crops. The first one is Kharif crops and second one is Rabi crops. Let's see in detail. First one is Kharif crops. Kharif crops sown in rainy season. Why they sown in rainy season? Because it requires a lot of water. They are generally planted in June and harvested in October. Especially plants like rice, maize, cotton, groundnuts. So write down the Kharif crops. They are generally planted in June and harvested in October. And examples are rice, maize, cotton and groundnuts. These are your example of the Kharif crops. Next one is Rabi crops. Rabi crops are basically sown in winter season. Why they are sown in winter season? Because they do not require as much water. Yes, they are generally planted in November and harvested in April. Some examples are wheat, barley, pea, gram. Write down the definition. They are generally planted in November and harvested in April. And some examples are wheat, barley, pea and grams are the examples of Rabi crops. Now, this is your assignment. Here you can see some questions. Write down these questions in your copy. First question is, define agriculture. Second one is, what are crops? Third one is, name the types of crops. And fourth one is, what is the difference between Kharif crop and Rabi crops? I repeat, define agriculture. Second one is, what are crops? Third one is, name the types of crops. And fourth one is, what is the difference between Kharif crops and Rabi crops? So, do it in your science notebook with the help of this video. So, we will meet in next class. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe and study hard.